Hello, everybody. Welcome to Boston by Night. As Alice traipses back after taking Alexis home, handling a few bit of business, reassuring Niall, she heads back to that familiar address that Alec left her, well, that she stayed in this nice Georgian-style house. She looks around. She's still surprised that a guy like Alec lives in a place like this, but again, such a nice atmosphere, so calming. You're not going to knock her at the door, and he opens it. Easygoing smile, big baggy t-shirt, baggy jeans, smiles when he sees you. It's that big, happy smile. As Oz could clearly tell, he was keeping it cool during all that hound business.
And of course, she thoughtlessly smiles as he does, kind of echoing it. Because after all, she do like his company. Though she finds it, admittedly, probably finds it kind of funny to see him in like the casual baggy clothes. But yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Kind of steps aside.
And yeah, she'll step on in. I imagine she'll like passingly brush a hand past his as she does, just because she likes feeling the chill.
And then he closes the door. He immediately takes hold of your hand.
And again, just the big, bashful, but kind of just open, happy grin. So,
So,
are we talking business?
sure. Come on in. You'll take your essentially leads you by the hand inside. Again,
Very
living
easily.
room. Yeah, this living room or kitchen are very expansive. You know, it's got these nice just rhythm and rhyme to them. It's like one room essentially. Did you get home okay?
Yeah. He was kind of hyperventilating the whole way, but yeah, did all right.
He just nods. He seems really relieved. Good, good. Sorry if I was a bit, had to go into hound mode essentially.
No, it's fine. You gotta do your job, right?
Yes, yes. Smiles, squeezing her hand.
Again, just that kind of derpy grin at the squeeze. Sorry, I
What
know
you,
it was kind of chaotic.
what is Alice wearing?
Um, I imagine she likes to pretend she doesn't dress a particular way to go meet Alec, but she probably does. So definitely, we'll err on the side of kind of a nicer tank top, like something that's actually attractive instead of like your casual wife beater, but still leaves all of the tattoos open. And yeah, the usual like skinny jeans, boots, stuff that fits her well, but not over the top in any kind of way. Just maybe a nicer shirt than she normally wears out to just do shit. I imagine she normally just wears like logoed tank tops.
Mm-hmm. That is a nice shirt you're wearing.
Oh, really?
It's different to what you normally wear, but it's nice. It's suits.
She kind of it's again a very bashful tinged little grin as she, like most chicks do when people comment on their clothes, kind of tugs at the shirt a little bit, make sure it's sitting just so. Thanks.
Nods. And you'll touch some strands of her hair. Whatever way you've done your hair today, it looks nice. You should do this style more often. It brings out your eyes.
And again, it's that kind of bashful glance down thing, like no. If I'd known you'd like it so much when I just left it down, I'd do it all the time.
I mean, I did not want to make you feel insecure. I just thought you look nice. Better to compliment.
Well, your hair's always fabulous, so I guess trying to meet up the competition.
He just
He'll reach
rubs
up
the
and
back.
kind of play with his hair a little bit, poke a
His
few strands
golden
out of his eyes.
his golden locks are soft as shit.
They're perfect.
Perfectly bouncy.
Smells like wildflowers. I don't know.
It's so fluffy.
It is so fluffy.
But yeah,
Yes.
he kind of gives that bashful like oh oh.
God damn.
But business first, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally. Like sits herself up a little bit. Like yeah, official.
Sits down right beside her, essentially.
Yep. She will shamelessly like shift a little bit, end up sitting so it's like leg to leg type thing.
So what happened?
Um, from what I gathered, yeah, we all heard something. Not just one of us. All of us heard something, and he went looking and saw not a little girl, but a reflection of a little girl.
Hmm.
One that, I guess, followed him from down in the street to up where he was working. And, it gets, it got kind of weird for a moment. There's, I guess, kind of a fuzzy spot. But then, like, I talked to him, and we'd figured that whatever she was, if she was in reflections, the safest way for him to get to where he could meet me without her following him was to be somewhere dark. Somewhere with
So
no light, so no reflections.
so he went down to sewer.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Stupid
not
plan.
ideal, but
Stupid plan. Let's call it like it is. You grin.
she kind of grins and shrugs. I mean, what he saw, it sounded like it was just a normal looking girl. But then he said he was being chased in the sewers by a little girl that was a Nosferatu and some monster that she sicked on him.
Monster. Did he see it?
I don't think he was stupid enough to let it catch up. He just heard it chasing.
Just nods again. I see. Did it have any noticeable features?
Uh well, here's where it gets kind of weird is apparently, once I got him calmed down and talked to him about it, apparently the little girl called it a serpent. And I know Niall's in a bad way right now, but he was talking about a serpent too. But no, he
Hmm.
didn't see it. I don't think. He just ran. He said something
Ser-
about seeing red eyes.
Red eyes.
Hmm.
He just frowns. Serpent and red eyes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he ended up, scampering up onto street level to get away from it. Got hit by a fucking Mercedes. I saw that part. Or at least saw the guy speeding away.
Perhaps it is. Maybe it could be some type of gangrel.
I mean, I don't know. Are there usually gangrel down in there with the NOS?
No, I've never heard of any of the gang. I've heard of gangrel going close to something like that, but the Nosferatu are known very protectively of their domain.
I mean, I guess maybe he thought having hit it off with Frosty real well that he'd be okay for a pass through.
One or two passes, yes. But if the gatekeeper finds you, well, it will be his funeral.
Well, let's hope he doesn't do it again. I don't think he's going to repeat it after that. I don't think I'll be able to get into a freaking fun tunnel after that. It was pretty shaken up, man.
He seems like quite nervous fellow.
I mean, not normally. Like, he's usually pretty outgoing. I mean, you saw what happened at Elysium. He's usually almost painfully outgoing and
That's
kind of
his point.
striking confident. Not.
Painfully outgoing means he is quite nervous fellow.
He just kind of pitches him that little side eye. You don't say.
I do. Grins.
I mean, I'm nervous.
No, you're not nervous.
I don't know. I'm pretty outgoing.
There is difference between you and him.
I'd hope so.
Oh, of course. You have nicer eyes. Grins.
He grins back. And nicer tattoos.
That too.
But yeah, no, I think he, honest to God, saw some shit. And I mean, he was beat up, not just like got hit by a car beat up. He was pretty fucked up when he came out of there. So there must have been something. Honestly, I believe him.
Hmm. Interesting.
That whole for what it's worth, I don't know, that whole alley thing that we saw. There was, I mean, I didn't get a good look, but there was someone small there. I
Hmm.
don't know whether it was this little girl from the reflections or this Nosferatu he says he saw, but there was someone there before we went looking. That's actually why we went looking deeper in the alley.
Hmm.
You
Interesting.
kind of fucked off before I got close, but
He merely nods.
yeah, and I don't know how much of it makes sense. But Niall was on about bodies and lures to collect them.
Bodies and lures.
Made it sound like they'd use something like our parties, something like that, to get a hold of people.
Means we'll have to be extra careful who we're inviting.
Yes, so.
Which means you're off the guest list. A wink. Yes, prime suspect. I as hound have decreed it.
That's me. Threat to humanity.
Mm-hmm. Have to now.
Flops back like, yeah, oh, well, that seems legit.
Leans back and just pats her knee. It custody will be fine.
Oh. Well, I'd be in protective custody.
Nah.
Oh. Well, as long as you're keeping everyone else safe.
Of course. It is my burden.
Your burden.
Yes. Winks.
She's trying so hard not to grin. Failing.
Everything go okay when I dropped you off?
Oh, it was a bad night, but it wasn't anything you did.
Okay.
Just got a little rough.
Oh well. He just pats her arm very delicately. I will talk to Zed and my boss. You, meanwhile, probably best to keep an eye on your friend and see what you can find out. Don't travel anywhere alone, or unfortunately, I will have to come find you. Which will get me shouted at.
She kind of looked over to do like a teasing look, and then it's like but which will get me shouted at, and she's like, "Oh, well, damn."
Grins.
Promises, promises. What about working?
Working is always, well, when you're this professional, martial arts director, you can kind of get away with coming in on your own hours.
Really? That's what you do?
I used to do a few movies.
Did movies?
I was stuntman. I did, the person they switch for.
Yeah.
That was me.
Why am I unsurprised?
He was really good at it.
Yeah, and you only had to come in and do the dangerous parts.
Exactly. Gives her a grin.
Or as one might call them, the good parts. Hmm.
So, stand up. Do you like the place?
And she kind of looks around. I mean, it's definitely not bad.
My
Pretty.
siren and I first bought this place when I became reasonable, respected neonate in city.
Only when you became respectable, though.
Only when I became most respectable, yes.
Well, damn.
And what
Pretty.
about you?
What, me?
He, takes her literally by the waist and pulls her into him. Tell me all about you.
There's a moment of the wide eyes, like, ooh, oh. I don't even know where to start.
What's your favorite memory?
Uh,
It's nods.
it's hard to say. There are some old ones that are really good, but there was shit hanging over me back then, so it was always kind of, I don't know. There was always kind of some dread in the background.
Hmm.
Most of the good things that have happened to me have been since my mom died, since Ivy grabbed me.
I am sorry to hear that your mother passed away.
Yeah.
He just gives her a very. It's incredibly supportive. It's like that overarm shoulder squeeze.
And she manages to pull a bit of a smile. It's only so earnest, but it's thankful. I mean, I miss her. She tried.
Of course you do. Of course you're going to miss her. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But but yeah, most of the really good things with nothing hanging over my head have been she kind of waves around the house, since. Oh, honestly, some of the best stuff has been hanging out with you.
Plants a kiss in her lips. Soft, like it's like a peck.
That it'll still startle her for half a second, kind of comically. She'll look up at him, immediately in the way. What's that for?
Wanted to see you smile.
I mean, he immediately gets a smile, so it works out.
Ivy is not mad at me. I don't. Hopefully, if you give her a grin.
No, no, I don't. I don't think so. I kind of had a nightmare about it, but we talked about it. It's not mad.
Good. You don't want me getting territorial.
Is that a thing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Grins.
How many women are chasing you right now, Mister Territorial? Kind of
Yes.
grinning.
But I don't care about other women.
Oh, you don't?
No, I just want to know about you.
Are we a romance novel now? Pretty sure that's how they go.
It's not even just about romance. I just want to know things about you. Is that wrong?
No,
You take her up, like standing up and walking along. You come out to the small garden again. Everything is so fucking lovely. You do
it's
see,
just it's like all just put together that immaculately perfect magazine style.
yeah, you do see pictures of Alec with that woman you saw in Elysium. You know, the
Hmm.
appearance 5 redhead, and a much more younger. You can even tell by the way his eyes look. They don't have this kind of distant look to them. Alec.
And yeah, she'll probably glimpse at a couple of them as they pass and kind of look up at him. Because the funny thing is, you don't have to age to look older, really. So she admittedly probably gets caught kind of just looking up at him, studying his face, how it's changed, how it's probably become a little more weathered and whatnot. Just like, huh.
Raise an eyebrow. Everything all right?
Yeah. It's just kind of weird how you can look more mature without getting any older.
War made a lot of us mature very quickly.
Yeah, I bet.
Snods.
Sounds like it was hell.
We lost a lot of good people.
Sorry.
Just takes the hand and you just see this tender, gentle squeeze.
And that bracing chill.
A lot of good people.
And she gives a gentle squeeze back. I wish I'd known.
You would have liked them.
I bet.
Wild like you.
Hmm?
Wild like you and Malkavian like you too.
Yeah?
They were Niall's brothers and sisters.
How many did he have?
Two. That we know of.
Wow.
Cole and Natalie. They died in the fighting.
I don't think he's ever really talked about it.
He doesn't. He doesn't like to push on it.
Was he different before the war?
No. A little less manic though.
I guess he just kind of wears his scars differently.
Just nods. Then there was a bruja named Skid. She was the mother hen, as we like to call it.
No?
Well, she kept me and Samson in line.
She's a good sort.
Did. She died in the fighting.
Still sounds like a good sort.
That doesn't matter much. I get to enjoy my time with you. Wink. And I still honor them every day.
Yeah?
Yes. He'll open up a small dresser and you see what looks to be kind of a semi-religious type altar.
I mean, she'll peek in since he's offering.
It's what I pray to when I think about them. Stupid, I know, but old habits die hard, I guess.
I mean, if it's not stupid to you,
True.
who else's opinion really matters?
Exactly. biggest smile.
Another very doting grin.
You seem tired.
Just been an interesting little bit. And it was, I don't know, it's weird to think about before. Like, I know it hasn't actually been long, but it's like a whole different life.
It is. It would take some time to get used to, but if you have right friends, you'll get used to quickly.
I think I've got the right friends. Gives his hand a mild squeeze again.
Yes. I think you've got more than friends.
There's kind of a measuring side glance.
Watches her?
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
She kind of devolves into that sheepish smile again.
I would ask you to stay over, but I take it Ivy was mad.
Oh, she wasn't mad.
Oh?
No, no, I don't
Ah,
know how much you really want to know about all that.
that is your business. You can tell me when you're ready.
It was, it was just kind of like a waking nightmare, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what. Is he like he's running his hand along your thigh? You tell me all about that tomorrow. For
Yeah.
now. For now I want to just see you. Don't care about anyone else.
Still don't see why. I'm not really that interesting.
He gonna roll something.
Oh, shit.
So when you go, I still don't know why I don't see that his finger plants very delicately on your lip. You're worth something to me. You matter to me, Alice. That's not Minip sub, that's a Pirate sub.
And she will kind of slowly reach up to take his hand in both of hers. And will actually, kind of lightly kiss the finger and then go up on her toes to give him a light peck on the lips. At least for me, this is kind of sitcom worthy, right? Kind of
Mm-hmm.
grinning.
Mm-hmm. He grins. Hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. You can eat, yes?
Hmm?
You can eat
Yeah.
food. Let me cook you dinner.
You cook?
Caroline said before that I should learn how to dance and cook if I need to impress certain things. I took it under advisement.
If you need to impress certain things. Kind of
Yes,
grinning.
grins back as he's standing. Certain things.
Oh, well, far be it from me to say otherwise. Sure.
As he turns, he'll catch you by the hand and turn and look at you again. This time it definitely is Alec.
This time at
Thank you.
what?
This time it's definitely Alec looking at you. You can see it's just Alec. You know what I mean? It's just that same dreary, dopey stare he gives you some days. And he'll say very softly, "Thank you."
For what?
finding me.
She'll crack a grin and actually kind of shake his hand long enough to reach up and brush it across his cheek, just because, I don't know, something about the beard and all, just likes touching his cheek. Thanks for letting me, even though I'm kind of the dopey new kid.
You're still not all the way in yet. You still have a few mysteries to figure out about me. But beautiful and has the wisdom to be something better than most people. How could I not?
And I'm almost as crazy as you are.
Getting there.
Well, I work hard.
Now, what is your favorite food
Uh,
that you've always wanted and have missed so terribly?
hmm. Almost not to laugh.
Promise.
She like looks at him with a little like the mock serious side eye, like super promise, little eye and arrow.
Pulls her in close. I promise not to laugh.
Uh, so Mom used to home make chicken pot pie.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
Then, my Lady Alice. Perfect, but I mean fucking perfect. Hand kiss. Sit yourself down and let Lord Alec take care of you.
How can I refuse that kind of hospitality?
Plants another delicate kiss on her lips, and as the scene comes to an end, when Alice looks over, she like holds on to Alex. She sees that shadowy figure watching her through the window. This is where the scene will end.